should do an intro.
Me?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Two Lizards, One Cup, and a few idiots as well. This is a podcast that goes weekly, at least that's the theory.
It hasn't gone weekly for a very long time.
Exactly, and this time it's live streamed, and yeah, you see some faces here, so
Awesome
enjoy
hair.
that. And you also see some hair, which is mine, and then you have Daimyo, which has a dead channel.
Hello.
Yeah.
And the standard Skype open.
And during this podcast, at the moment of this podcast, I have 6 hours left on my live stream, which is going on for 24 hours. So if you missed it, you're going to have to join the next one, which will be like 7 months from now.
So he has been awake for at least 18 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Okay, I think that's a brilliant
It's a
intro.
good intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Let's crack
What are we
on
going
with
to talk
it.
about this week?
I don't know. We've actually got a
At
live
least
audience.
We do have a live audience, as we are live streaming this on Dragonheart's channel.
Yeah, but by the way, Dragonheart, you should set it to it's a category for like gaming talk shows. If you haven't set the game,
Oh,
well, if you yeah,
I'll have a look. Let's see.
Anyway, yeah, no, so we've had a pretty good evening. We started by just playing some Total War, Attila, having quite a bit of fun on that, and having some orgasmic noises whilst blowing up other people's battle lines with grenades.
Yeah, we also met a nice guy called Condom.
We did. We met a nice condom.
He was lovely.
It was great. He was actually not a bad player, to be honest.
Yeah, he didn't split himself though. That's always good.
And we've also been trying to play Shogun 2, but that failed. And then
Yeah.
we decided to show a lot of links to people about unexpected jihad and other things. So it's
Yeah.
been a good evening. But
So
we
it
talked
was
a lot.
extremely fun, but you really had to be there. So sorry.
Yeah, so you should probably join live streams more often if you want to join in the fun.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. It's some good fun.
It is.
But yeah, no, we're just going to have a chat about stuff. And I think one of the most important things we should talk about is how much we hate Creative Assembly right now and their DLC issues.
Yeah, definitely.
What's everyone's opinion? Because they recently released the Blood Pack and the Celtic Cultures and the Free LC, which is 12 mercenaries in the British Isles, which no one goes to. What is your opinion on that?
Well, I think at least my opinion is pretty much the same opinion that I see the majority of people have. I don't know. It's not really the content of the DLC that's the problem. Well, it is, but it's really the message that's with releasing so much DLC immediately, and they basically, I don't know how to say it, but it makes it seems like they think that okay, the game is like okay this time around. It's not a complete failure, so that means I can say they can sell DLC faster. That's what I get from it.
It feels a lot like Sega when it came to Shogun 2 DLC. It was a lot. So it was clan packs. It wasn't culture packs. It was clan packs, but they were reasonably priced, I have to say, and it wasn't a lot of them, and it wasn't instantly. And in the background, we knew they were working on Fall of the Samurai, which is like fucking like a massive overhaul of the game. And it felt as if Sega was like, yeah, do DLC. It's a good way to sell more money and make money and stuff. And CA were like, oh, to sell money, to make money. and CA were like, oh, okay, just because we have to because you're our boss, so we kind of have to. So we'll do that. We'll split into clans because it's easier. Plus, all the clans are the same anyway, so we'll make it DLC because it doesn't really matter, and we'll just give them really awesome differences. And stuff, and Fall of the Samurai comes out. It's a full price game, just like it's exactly the same price as Shogun 2, but it's a completely massive overhaul, which is completely different, which is great. Then come Rome 2, it's like, oh well, it worked for Shogun 2. Sega's like, oh yeah, you need to do DLC. Oh, you've already got some ready. Yeah, we're going to do something called culture packs, and we're going to give it like first day pre-order bonuses, and have Greek city states. Do you think that's a good idea? That's a brilliant idea. Pat on the back. Do it again. All right, do that. They do their little campaign expansions. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, sure, whatever. Until it comes out, oh, it really worked for Rome 2. Everyone fell for it. We should do it fucking again. And you know what? We'll give them all the northern tribes first in the first 2 months because that's exactly what people want. And we'll give them free DLC, which is 12 units that should have been in the game, but no one's going to use anyway.
Yeah,
Well
when it comes to the content of the culture pack, I think that it's like, really, you gave us more pagans? It's like, they're not Germanic anymore, they're the Celtic. So fucking what? Give us areas where we don't see that much difference.
Like if they had made, like, the first one being a Viking culture pack, I can sort of understand.
Yeah.
Because the Vikings are very different. Well, not very different, but they're different enough from, say, the Germanic and Celtic tribes. If the second culture pack, instead of being the fucking Longbeards, which are just more Germanic tribes, had been, say, the African or the Eastern kingdoms, like Parthia and all that, that would have been I would have been totally like okay with that, because that's a section that had literally only the Sassanid Empire. But no, fucking assholes.
They are. It's really irritating because as a company, going back historically, I got a lot of respect for CA and the games they've made, like Rome and Medieval 2, even Empire to a degree. They're on the right tracks. But the last few games, Attila, Rome 2, to a certain extent, Shogun 2, they've had all these DLC whoring. And with Shogun 2, it started off with a couple of factions. With Rome, it became culture packs, and now in Attila, there's just so many culture packs that have been released in such a short space of time. It don't really add anything. There's no value to it, in my opinion. I mean, you could say the same with the blood packs as well. I understand that they got to keep the age rating down so they can hopefully sell to more people, more consumers. But blood is in most games that we probably play. Games like Assassin's Creed, games like WWE, and the age rating on those games. Yeah, there we go. Assassin's Creed right on the stream, right for it. And it's just something which I feel like it's an unnecessary thing to pay for. Why have we got to pay for a blood pack when blood should be something that's on you can select on and off on the main menu? Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Especially since in a few years back, my my uncle used to buy games for my cousin, who is much younger than me. But it would be like, my cousin would be, I'd go to my cousin's house and he'd be like, oh yeah, I got the new Hitman game or something like that. It's like, fuck, like these are like 18 games with like blood and stuff. Why did your dad allow you to play them? And then like his dad basically just went, oh yeah, I just go into the settings and turn off the blood. And it's like, yeah. And now you're like, well, now we have to pay to turn on the blood. Great. Exactly. I mean, well, you have to still say the work that the animation team for CA does for the blood packs on, say, Attila, like the addition of vomiting, of charred corpses and all that stuff, it's a lot of really good work. But that still doesn't mean that it should not have been in the base game.
Yeah.
Even though it is really good work. Like, you have to say they have, every single blood pack has increased in the quality of like the animations and stuff, but that still doesn't excuse it to having to pay. Was it like £2.50?
Yeah,
€4 or something like that.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
There is right. So I'm sorry, but Paradox Games have fucking DLC for 50p, which is literally like it's pointless stuff like clothes. But 50p for like 500 items of clothing, yeah, that's fine. It's 50p. That's not 0.05 pence for an item of clothing. Blood pack for £5 for like 2 animations of someone getting decapitating and 1 vomiting. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Wankers.
Oh.
Whereas for me, I just gave up on... I don't know. For me personally, I have to wait now. I'm not going to buy any more Total War games on release. I'm going to wait now a couple of months, like I did with Attila. I don't trust them to make a proper game anymore. So,
yeah, I think Daimyo, I think your input here, of you being here, is actually really important, because you were very much like me in the fact that when Rome 2 went out, we both pre-ordered it. We were both incredibly excited, and we both wanted to do a co-op campaign. Like on release day, we both waited and stayed up and got up really early for it.
And then it was
released. It was delayed until 12 p.m. And then we started the co-op and couldn't get it working, and it was just kept crashing and stuff. And we were just both like fucking annoyed. So yeah, I've managed. Like I waited for Attila to see if it was good on release, but I waited like 2 hours. So it's not the same thing. But yeah, and Daimyo like didn't. But yeah, but it's weird. But yeah, no, because
still haven't played it very much, but
no. But I mean, what you've played today with us is enjoyable, wasn't it?
yeah, it was enjoyable.
Yeah, which shows that Creative Assembly can make good games. It's just that they need to stop fucking around most of the time.
No, I know they can make good games. It's just I think they've rushed Total War, Rome 2, to an extent where they, I don't know, they were more meeting deadlines than meeting quality standards.
It's true. It's really annoying, and it's one of those things that I just don't want to see happening in games these days.
In a franchise that I love as well.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Plus, there's the whole sense, like, it leads on to the whole fact of games that are rushed and released too early. Things like Total War Rome 2, things like Assassin's Creed Unity, you know, rushed out.
Prime example.
Yeah.
Fucking hate fucking Unity. Just why do they do it to it? And then you've got on the other scale games that go into early access, which at its heart was meant to be there to prevent games from being released with bugs and shit, but is just like now turned into a massive money grabbing, like, oh yeah, get all the money before the game's actually finished and then just stop.
Yeah, it was meant to be like
looking at you, Rust.
Yeah, it was meant to be like a kind of a mass testing for a small amount of money. Yeah. And then it turned out to be what you just said. So
yeah, money is it's basically buying a full price game before it's released, and then once they got all the money, they fuck off. Things like, especially recently, the War Z. I don't know if you guys know the story of the War Z.
Yeah, I know.
But like they early accessed, made a bit of it, then like saw that people were declining off it, and the publisher was being a cunt, so they re-skinned it, renamed it something else. And then
Infestation Stories,
that's it, something like that.
Survivor Stories, yeah.
Yeah, and then they restarted the early access for it at the same prices with a new found up packs and all that. And recently, they've fucked off their publisher. Their publisher's now gone, and they've self-published it with another story, with another name, and they're once again doing another early access packs with founders packs and emperor packs and other shit like that. Once it, like that's 3 times. That is like the most money grabbing fuckwits thing ever. And the worst thing is that people are still fucking buying them.
Yeah.
Yeah, people really want their zombie survival games. And yeah, people like them make mediocre products and then throw it out on the market, and since people want those kind of games, they actually get bought, and that raises that makes people want to make more of them to sell. And it doesn't matter if they're mediocre, because if you can get it out on early access and it's like stable enough to not crash after just opening the start menu, then apparently it's good enough to be released. So
yeah, there must be like 1 million DayZ clones out there now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The thing about the War Z was that it was it came out before the standalone DayZ thing actually had time. So what they did was actually get the product out first. So it was technically the first like that kind of game on Steam. But since it was rushed, since it was hurried so much to be the first one, it was horrendous.
Yeah, it's dumb. Which is annoying, because like things like DayZ, like before the standalone version, was so good, which meant that there was a lot of people who were looking for the standalone version who didn't want to particularly buy Arma 2 and then download the mods and stuff like that. And then things like that just fucked it up because they were money-grabbing bastards, which is something that seems to be plaguing like the gaming industry so much recently. It's the money-grabbing fucking like either if it's early access, what is it, in-game transactions, mobile transactions, or fucking like day one DLC. Fucking wankers.
Do you know how many patches of DayZ there's been?
How many?
Well, they're on 0.52 at the moment.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, but they patch every week, don't they? Something like that.
It's like 5 major ones or something.
Yeah, it's like 5
4
major ones, and then.
Yeah,
but they haven't. I don't think they've got to the vehicles yet, so you can't actually like use vehicles.
Yeah, they're not. Well, they're not finished.
Yeah,
and
but
they say that like.
But that's like something which is core to a game mechanic, and yet it's already been released, and you can't even drive a fucking car.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, can you imagine playing GTA 5 and not being able to steal someone's car?
Yeah, that's a really good point actually, because GTA 5 is coming out on the 14th. It's coming out on the 14th of April, and that has been delayed twice.
Yeah,
or 3 times. It's been delayed. It's been delayed like at least twice. That is a good thing, in my opinion. I think it's good that it's been delayed. It's annoying that it has, and it's annoying that they delay it like constantly. But like we know it's going to be released now, and we know for sure. And it's good because, in my opinion, that means that they're actually putting the time and effort into the game, and they're not releasing it too early. And they want to make it the best game that they can possibly make it for PC, which is something that I think that the gaming industry is lacking. There are some companies out there that have that love for their games and who want to make them the best things. I'm going to have to say, like Paradox Games, Paradox Development Studios, or even Paradox Games Studios, they adore their games and they want to make them the best they are. So they spend absolutely hours and days and months on their games to make them perfect. And yet there are some other companies who make Assassin's Creed Unity, for example, who just don't give two shits.
Oh.
Or people like, I don't know, just, yeah.
It's all about deadlines, isn't it?
It is. But it's like,
Publishers and their
yeah.
deadlines.
And then it's like, yeah, it is about deadlines. But then again, when you think about it, if it was all about deadlines, like why does a deadline matter when you think like GTA 5 has been delayed several times, but it's still going to sell massively on PC? Everyone knows it is.
Yeah.
Even though it's been delayed.
It's because they want their money sooner and sooner, don't they?
Yeah, but like companies need to remember that to keep like in the short, like right now, I believe personally that we're in this kind of like money grab situation for all the massive corporations, and that's going to kill the the massive gaming industry in the short term. In the long term, sorry. In the short term, it's going to be good for them, and then in the long term, they're going to lose so many people. And then it's going to be those small companies like Paradox, like Rockstar, and all that, who are going to keep their fans, and just like they're the ones who are going to be leading the gaming community in say 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing that happened with Kickstarter. Like when the game craze, I think it was, I can't remember what was the first one, but maybe it was the Tim Schafer thing, the Double Fine.
Games. Yeah.
But then when that blew up and became like, okay, you can actually crowdfund games now, and when that happened, a lot of companies, quote unquote, people just with ideas or whatever they had said, okay, give us this amount of money and we'll make this game. And the thing about Kickstarter is that you don't have to deliver.
No, you don't.
Which you don't have to do on early access either. You don't really have a promise that the game will be finished.
No.
And that's the huge problem, because that makes it so that some people can just abandon their game, and it's okay. It's like it's said so in the terms of service, so you can't like fault them.
Yeah.
Of course you can, and you should.
It's a lot.
It does allow for situation. Just one sentence. It does allow for people to just screw the customers over and take all their money for nothing. There we go.
Yeah, it's a major loss of trust for like, but between the gamer and the developer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I also was about to say that, like, the trust for Kickstarter is like very much gone, at least when it comes to making games.
Yeah.
And I think, I very much think that that's the same thing we're going to see about early access, and I think we're already starting to see it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I agree.
Did the guy making potato salad actually follow up on his?
Yeah,
he did. He did it awesomely though. He used all his money, like all
On
the extra
potato
money.
salad.
He actually made it. No, he like had a festival and all.
Yeah, no, he did.
Like,
Yeah,
arranged
because
a
because
festival
he had
for-
like he just started it as a joke and then it got
Yeah.
out of proportion. But the thing is, he continued making new tiers and then like invited loads of people depending on what the tiers and stuff, and a massive party and stuff,
God.
which is like how you should do it. But
Yeah.
like he was doing it as a joke, and because it was a joke, he didn't really care. But like developers should do that. They should do it like, oh, we have this idea, give us like we would like some money from you, and then we'll give you some little bonuses. And then like if they get a fuckload, it's like, oh well, we'll do even more for you. You know, if we reach this new tier, then we'll unlock some like space age dinosaurs or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, this,
But
well,
yeah,
potato
it's
salad.
stuff like that.
That's a lot of potato salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a chef, that makes me very happy.
Yeah, that's a guy that actually delivered.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not about games, but
No, but it's the same principle, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
kind of.
it didn't just run away with money.
No.
This is actually kind of the opposite.
Easily could have.
It's kind of the opposite because the guy asked for like I don't know how much he asked
He asked for $1. No, or was it $10?
Yeah, it's something
remember.
like that for like
Something
potato salad, and
And he got like
then he got
55.
way more than that, and then it didn't
55.
say, and then he gave it back in a way.
Yeah. Faith in humanity restored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually donated a bit of money to that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get anything in return?
No, because I got moldy potato salad in the
Nice.
post. But that was it.
Okay, I've got a question for you guys, because seeing as we're all content creators, would
Well,
Well, ex content creators for some
and
of us.
ex-content creators, would you ever consider doing a Kickstarter or Patreon?
A Patreon would be nice, just because of well, if I were at the point where I could be able to do this on my own and have it as a full-time job, I would love to have that opportunity. But for once, it's very unstable, the ad revenue. So
Yeah.
A lot of creators, certainly creators that create like few videos and maybe shorter videos, that doesn't give you that much ad revenue. But yeah, like Patreons for that, just so you can like have a secure income and kind of have that security for a while. That would be the only way I would see that working. And even at that point, I would probably still like find it really hard to ask money from people regularly. So personally, I don't believe so, and I really don't see what I would use Kickstarter for.
I personally, I see Patreon as I think Patreon is what was the other thing? Patreon or
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Yeah, Kickstarter. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I think Kickstarter is an awful idea for content creating. But a Patreon is, in my opinion, something that's really good. And if you follow Extra Credits on YouTube,
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
a Patreon and they do an Extra History Patreon, which is really, really good. However, I feel like for the kind of content that I would do, I feel like a patron system and having patrons means that you sort of only listen to a very small proportion of your viewership.
Yeah.
And it means that a lot of the voices out there are unheard. And so, like, say if I want to do a new series, or if I'm like, well, here's a selected, these are 5 games, I'm only going to do the top 2 voted as reviews. Like, and I've got, say, 100 patrons, but 100,000 subs. And, like, 50,000 people want to see this, but, like, my 100 subs want to see completely different stuff. Like, in the end, you're going to listen to the ones who pay, but those 50,000 people who look at your videos also give you some kind of revenue and make you who you are. So I think that Patreon has both positives and negatives. I think the Patreon system is really, really good, though. I really, really like it, but I don't think that for a content creator, unless it's things like Extra History and stuff,
Yeah.
because I think it's very different.
Yeah, I think things like blogs and things like that, it works really well for.
Yeah, it does.
Things like,
Yeah.
I don't know, For the Record, that used to be For Brother
Yeah.
Tanks. Well, that's
Yeah.
RIP, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, basically content that requires a lot of time and doesn't necessarily
definitely
result in a lot of videos.
Yeah, because for example, for me, if I would never do a patron for my channel. I don't think there was being a point. But say for Angry Joe Show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if he could get a patron thing, and then he would have his patrons vote on which review for which review, because he doesn't have time to do a review for every single game that comes out.
No.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that he definitely wants to. But for example, like I would have really liked him to do a Total War Attila review, because he did one for Shogun 2 and he did one for Rome 2.
Yeah, me too.
He still hasn't
And
one.
Empire and Napoleon.
Yeah, exactly, and he still hasn't done one for Attila.
Yeah.
And the reason
Because
for
he's
that is
given up on
no.
it. And he doesn't have time, but
Yeah, exactly. It's mostly because he doesn't have time, because he didn't have time to do all the ones last year, and now he's having to not only catch up, but also do some that come out this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's say for Angry Joe produces amazing videos, right?
Yes, he does.
All agreeing on that.
Yeah.
So let's say if he had 50,000 subscribers,
Yeah,
and say like 5% of those again are really, really passionate about what he does. So 2,500, I think.
yeah,
So obviously, like if you have 50,000 subscribers and you do the show that he does, you can't sustain that. You gain an income, but
Yeah.
unless you post videos
yeah.
like
No, exactly.
every
day,
other
yeah.
day, you cannot like have that as a job. You have to have it as a hobby. So I think for content like that,
Yeah,
if you can have get say 2,500 people or even less than that, you don't need that many people, but you have them to pay and make it that basically use them to make it sustainable to have your hobby as a career. I think for that content it's great, but let's play content, that's a different matter entirely, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think for that kind of content, like highly produced but fewer videos, that's the content that really fits Patreon.
well, yeah. I totally agree. I think it depends completely on the content, because like if I post 2 videos a fucking day, so for me that would be like pointless.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all depending on stuff. But it is a really nice idea. I really like Patreon. Patreon is one of those things that is not going to fail like Kickstarter or early access, because it's unless like literally someone does a Patreon and then doesn't listen to his patrons. But in that case, no one would be a patron, so it would just die, and then like only the good patrons would remain patrons. So it's kind of, that is one of those things that will probably survive quite a long time.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, and Kickstarter is a different thing altogether. It's like for massive projects, which might be all well and good for, once again, like high quality productions, and say that they make like a super big project, like a several part video series that is awesomely produced. Maybe that needs a Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, now for example, say if Angry Joe Show, because he's the best example, had a patron, and they chose his reviews, and then every year he'd do like a special 2-hour long video interview of something or review or whatever, but he needed the money to fly to the game developers area and do all the interviews and set up the interview, hotel room stuff. He could do a Kickstarter for that and go so choose where the patrons would choose which developing studio he would go to, and then the Kickstarter would fund him like his travel expenses and all that.
Yeah.
No, that's an example.
Yeah.
For example.
For really, really big projects.
Yeah, because it would be like going out doing a whole pretty much a mini movie on a developing studio or like a game or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Angry Joe, I watched a video of his earlier, and basically he's had another angry rant. And
about Nintendo. I haven't seen
Nintendo.
it yet.
Thing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Because I've been streaming for the past long time, so I haven't seen it yet.
Basically, he said that a couple of his Nintendo videos have been flagged, and it doesn't actually say what part in the video is flagged. It's just the entire video. and Nintendo have been really, really bitchy with how they kind of treat YouTubers. That's basically what he was saying. So now he's come out and said that he's not going to cover any more Nintendo content at all on his channel.
Yeah, that's fair enough. No, they've been real cunts when it comes to YouTube. It's like their customer, what's it called? Not customers, marketing and whatever. Their marketing team is absolute shite, and has been for the past 20 years.
Yeah, I think it has a bit to do with Japanese culture, and really that they don't want any outsider input. But that's just my guess. I really don't have too much understanding of it. I just heard a few things about this.
Yeah, but they need to. I don't know. Nintendo is such a massive company that they need to sort of act like it now.
Yeah,
but it's it's the same thing with Sega. That's also
true.
a Japanese company.
Yeah.
And you've heard about the Total Biscuit thing. He and Sega.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because basically they flagged Shining Force videos.
Yeah.
Not only his, but from other channels as well.
Yeah.
And
he does the Sega boycott. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has boycotted them, and that's why he hasn't done any Total War. I don't think he has done any Total War, but yeah.
No.
So he has basically said, all I need is
an apology,
an apology, and the claims to be lifted from the channels that got shut down, basically because of this. But Sega of Japan, they say no, and I heard stories. I heard on the Corruption podcast that Jesse Cox, he went to London. He was at rest, and he talked with Creative Assembly, and they said to him, so they really want Total Biscuit to do that, and he said well, it has this boycott and he needs an apology, and they said, oh yeah we know, we're aware, can't do anything about it. And he got the impression that there's really nothing they could do about it.
Yeah, well, it does feel a lot.
They were just as frustrated about it.
It does feel a lot like, especially when it comes to Creative Assembly, which is a company that all of us here really like, because obviously the Total War series, but also lately Alien Isolation, which is a fantastic game as well. But it feels like they've, at the beginning they had a lot more control over what they did with their product, and over time Sega has just managed the corporateness of they are not a Japanese company, we will control them completely more. Which is really shit. And then when THQ went bust and Relic got picked up by Sega, I was happy because it meant that Creative Assembly and Sega and Relic got together, because both of them do. I mean, you've seen it with the Make Love Not War things. Both the companies are pretty much sister companies now.
Yeah.
Sister developing companies, I should say. And then, but Sega feels like that kind of restrain on them. They're not letting them really do as much as they want to, which is a bit of a shame, because both the companies together are fantastic. That said, if Creative Assembly are, and the rumors are true, going to make a Warhammer Total War, then I will be very happy.
Honestly, I doubt that's going to happen, because they do tend to stick to the.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've done the same ideas again. You can't really redo the same thing over and over. And at the end of the latest of their 15 years of Total War, there was the Raw, which is not, in any case, there is not a human or historical Raw. Okay, it could either be dragons or demons. It could be a Lord of the Rings Total War. I wouldn't fucking care.
Yeah. This reminds me of a conversation we had a few weeks ago, actually, when I said to you that if they do Warhammer Total War, it'll be exactly the same as Attila and Rome. So you'll have Skaven DLC and pre-order bonuses, and it'll be exactly the same. The factions that you love.
Which
many
would
of them.
be a fucking shame.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to pay
$5.99?
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to play
Undead DLC? Do you want to play Vampire Counts, or do you want to play Tomb Kings?
Yeah.
Fucking, it would be annoying. I mean, I would understand a Cultures DLC in Warhammer, for example, if it was adding, like, if for example, if you have your main Skaven, which you would have like the main Warlord clan, which is just a basic clan, and if you have the Skaven clans DLC, which are the 4 main clans, so you've got the Assassins clans, the Plague clan, you've got the Beasts clan, and then you've got the Warlock clan, which is all like the magical cannons and shit. I would understand that because that's like completely different units and armies composed of an army that's already in the game. But if it is literally like, oh yeah, in the base game there's like no vampires and you have to buy it in a cultist pack, it's like, well, fuck off, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, whatever, we'll see. But then again, it's a bit like Company of Heroes 2, because like they released the fucking Americans and British.
No British. There's no British.
There's no British. They fucking produced the British, yeah. But they released the Americans. What the fuck?
Yeah, how does it feel to not be represented today?
I'm French. I'm never represented in like anything.
Yeah, I'm not British.
You sound British to me.
No.
Yeah, because I'm.
He's from Maltese, man. He's from Maltese.
No, not that guy.
Oh.
I don't mean it that way. Daimyo, I'm sorry.
You make him cry. Look, he's gonna rage quit. Rage quit the podcast.
Wow.
No, but I do feel like it's a sad time in gaming.
It is.
But then again, you got. Did he actually rage quit? No.
No,
It's
of
just.
course I'm not.
For a minute, I thought no. It's just fucking died.
Oh, did I die?
Yeah, for a bit.
Oh.
It's okay. You're back. No, what was I going to say? No, yeah, it's a sad time for gaming. I feel like there's like a lot of things are going downhill. Things like Gamergate that happened and stuff like other completely stupid fucking shit. And then you've got these small rays of light that happen now and again, which people forget so easily because of all the shit that happens. Things like, for me, for example, the Paradox games, things like Crusader Kings 2, EU4, Hearts of Iron 4 coming out soon. Going to be fucking amazing. And then you got those little like tiny games that just randomly come out that you really, really like. Like if I look at my Steam, for example.
Has anyone played Besiege? No, that's a really good.
Besieged.
Yeah. This War of Mine, an amazing game from last year.
Yeah, this War of Mine. You got other things like the Homeworld remasters, which I still haven't played enough of, but I do really want to play because it looks fucking fantastic and stuff. Things like the Telltale games, which come out always, but you know, people don't talk about them long enough.
No. Yeah.
It's a real big shame. But yeah. But they're good. But I mean, there are good games out there and stuff. And like, even some really, really fantastic games that people talk about for quite a long time but have forgotten easily the following year, like the Tomb Raider. Really, like the remake of the new one.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like the Tomb Raider?
I've only been playing it to watch her ass.
Wow.
And it even doesn't pan down to watch her ass. It's
Wow.
Okay, whatever.
Wow.
Things like Far Cry 4.
Yeah, Far Cry 4.
Which is just fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's just like so many good games out there. But like, that's just overtaken by all the shit games out there. Apparently my Shockwave flash has crashed. Who the fuck unzipped their pants?
Who's wanking?
Rex, I can't stop.
Oh my god. It's like the most unprofessional podcast ever.
Is that a problem?
No.
Hey, I'm trying to stay like somewhat on topic here.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people. Yeah, Katushka's probably correct in the chat. A lot of people have probably gone to bed.
Yeah, I think so.
It is like 1 o'clock in the morning for me. And Sister, actually. Yeah, and Faceman. Jesus Christ. On est fatigué. Yeah. What else do you want to talk about? Let's talk about EA and the fact that they suck. Or that Origin is the worst platform I've ever downloaded games from.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't used it since.
Oh, don't fucking use it. It's just like
I haven't
Mass
used it
Effect
since Battlefield 3.
My Mass Effect 3 keeps crashing. So I've had to uninstall it and just haven't played it. Which is annoying because I wanted to finish the whole trilogy, but I never got to it because I've uninstalled it now because it's fucking keep crashing. And I recently got FIFA 15 and I've been playing it a lot, but it keeps fucking crashing as well. Like all the fucking time. Is that like halfway through a game or like 70 minutes in game, obviously in match, and then you fucking crash and you're like, I'm winning 2-0 and against like fucking Marseille and I'm fucking just disgusting. EA, sort your shit. And then the worst thing is, like, you have these problems and then you go on the EA forums and it's like everyone's got the same problem, but EA's done fuck all about it. It's like, have you tried reinstalling your game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
we have no idea what's wrong then.
you just need to like uninstall Origin and then install it again.
Yeah, it's dumb, but I don't want to do that every single time.
No.
Just verifying caches, isn't it? They just
Yeah.
just verify your cache. No, verify it. No, I do not want to verify my cache.
But
Fuck
it's
you.
like, yeah, and it's just it's ridiculous. And
And
then
the downloads
the thing is,
take forever.
and then when I mean, Damien knows this because when I installed Far Cry 4, I had to install Uplay, but Uplay actually isn't that bad.
No.
Because like from Uplay you can't. I don't know if it works the same way. Like I don't think you can actually download games from Uplay. You download
you
it on
can.
Steam and then
Yeah, you can
launch it.
download from Uplay.
Yeah, but I feel like
But
it's
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 linked.
much more stable because it is linked to Steam.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's
why
like got a secondary like non-crashy thing. It's good. It's better. I don't know how to fucking. It's 1 a.m. guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah,
They're not
you
up
know
for
what?
an ass, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I just feel like EA need to sort their life out and stop
But-
focusing on mobile gaming. Focus back on PC gaming.
Do you know what I really hate? I really hate.
Copy pasta.
This round.
I really hate.
You're not an attack helicopter. Stop it.
It's gonna be so confusing.
Yeah. I really hate FIFA YouTubers.
Because they only do FIFA Ultimate Team.
But basically, it's not entertaining to watch, and it's the way they, I don't know, perceive, or the way they make their videos. Just not. It's just put on. It's so fake, and as far as
Yeah.
something to watch, because with FIFA, there are a couple of good people out there that make good FIFA content.
Like Dragonheart. Who said
Yeah.
that? What a kind guy.
No, I wasn't.
That guy deserves an applause. Thank you, thank you.
Oh my god, I wasn't referring to myself, but thank you anyway. No, I'm on about
Dragonheart, yeah, I agree, yeah.
Shut up.
Sorry, I do really enjoy your FIFA videos. I'm not gonna lie. That is one of the main reasons why I bought the game myself. To be honest.
Oh, thank you. Do you know, I just don't know what I'm about now. You fucked it up.
I'm so flustered. Thank you.
No,
I'm so happy. I'd like to thank my mum and my dad and my fiance. Thanks, Distra, for continuing to copy pasta in the chat.
Oh my god, why did I bother?
It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were talking about there are some
Yeah,
FIFA YouTubers
it's just
out there.
there's so many, like with my FIFA videos, I try to make them different. So like with the commentary and the way I do them, but then like every so often it'll be like some guy that just randomly spams FIFA videos in like my comments or on Twitter or something else. So I'll go and check their channel out, and it's just complete garbage, and it's always like a FIFA channel. And I don't know whether it's
Yeah.
I don't know whether
it
it's
is.
because it's the demographic that plays FIFA games. And,
FIFA and Call of Duty.
yeah, Call of Duty is the same.
To be honest, yeah, it is the same. But there's always that rare gem, isn't there?
Oh yeah,
In like
definitely.
the shittiness of the whole like the FIFA community gaming channel is probably pretty big. I have no idea. I don't follow it, so it's probably very big. But there's like probably like out of every 100 shitty YouTuber that does FIFA, you've got one Dragonheart, for example, who does like these rare videos that are really really good, and like he puts a lot of time and effort into them.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then it's the same for Call of Duty because I when I was a young dinosaur, I used to watch Call of Duty videos, and but I there was this one YouTuber called Blame Truth that I would watch because his videos were really really funny, and like he would put the comedy and the skill together in like some really like funny witty comments and stuff. And he was really really good, and it was really fun to watch. While the other people was like, oh yeah, I'm freaking amazing, oh fuck you, fuck wow, MLG, blah, blah. Kind of like fuck off, you're a
Yeah.
wanker, shut the fuck up. But yeah, so it's always like for every 100 YouTubers, you get a good one. Sorry. Whoops. But yeah.
It's the same with Minecraft as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Minecraft
for
exactly
every
the
like
same.
100 Yogscast, you get a good.
Yeah. Check out my Minecraft video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Daimyo, like that. What?
And then the Yogcast turned to shit.
Yeah. Or from Sips and films, keeping it together.
Yeah, did you see? No, never mind. Let's not go there.
Let's not talk about this. Let's leave that for another stream and another podcast.
People being idiots and lashing out at other people on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In dicks. Anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say something really, really like important. That does not include the fact that I'm really thirsty right now. Thank you. Oh my god.
Why just the clap on demand?
Clap on the band. There was who was it? Was it? I can't remember if it was with you, Daimyo. Oh no, it was with Crap Hunter when we were part of GDTV and we did a massive like you know how Google Hangouts like you could have like a lot of people in a chat room.
Yeah.
Talk, and you could like have a Word document stuff. And there's actually not voice effects but like what are they called? Sound effects. So there was like clapping and then chirping of like the like just random like crickets and stuff like that. So whenever someone tried to say, and this was like something like quite important because it was like a bit like the Total War Network, but like more oriented towards a lot of general gaming. And like every single time the channel leader was trying to say something important, someone would just click on like the chirping crickets or something. I can't remember what I was talking about. But yeah. For the clap on demand, that's it. That's what it was on about. Anyway, carry on. Anyway.
I'm just looking at Stiffster in the chat. Rub my donja.
My donga.
Donga?
Mamma mia.
I just found a
All the
page with like all the different combinations and variations.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun.
You Copperino, Fappuccino, Pastorino, the wrong Doggerino. That was it. Okay, you and my housemate Sam should have a copy pasta fight because like he's like massively into all that shit.
I'll just copy from. Well, I guess that's
Let me
the point.
demonstrate
It's-
Dongo diplomacy. Don will die. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Just go on with.
Yeah, no, we'll
important
go on.
stuff.
We'll go on with the stream. How long's it been streaming for, actually?
Don't know. Half hour, 40 minutes, roughly.
We've been on Skype for 6.5 hours.
Yeah, but that's because we've been going on since was it 9?
6 a.m.
Well,
6 p.m.
my stream has been going for an hour and a quarter, but for the first half an hour I was messing around trying to get it to
that's
work,
true.
so
Yeah.
it's about half an hour, 40 minutes. If anybody in the chat has got any topics that they want us to discuss, by all means, let us know.
Apart from
Good luck.
dongers. No dongers.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, if like Kazam or Kontrishka has anything to say and stuff. I haven't seen Watcher of the Leash in a while.
Oh, he's not dead, is he?
No, that's I hope not. Yeah, he has like even on my because he usually comments like on each of my Crusade Kings 2 videos. I don't know why, but he still does because he's awesome like that. But he hasn't been commenting very. He's been doing it very on and off lately.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Hope he comes
miss
back.
him.
Me too.
Hope he comes back.
My off topic slightly. My Wales campaign starts back on Monday,
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh nice.
and
Looking
he
forward to that.
Watcher the Leech commented on every single
He
video.
comments on every single one. Yeah,
So
such a great guy.
I'm interested to see if he comments on it.
Yeah, he definitely gets subscriber of the year. He does.
He does.
He does.
He wins it this year.
He wins it.
Free
It's not
copy.
even fucking the end of the year yet.
No. Well, free game of his choice,
Yeah,
like I did last year.
good. Man, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Fuck! God damn it! Your clapping just ruined everything, Damien. I honestly lost my train of thought. Yeah, what game are you looking forward to? Apart from GTA 5 or GTA Damascus? Hashtag GTA Damascus.
GT's a mask.
It will happen. It
Yeah,
has to happen.
we claim copyright on it.
Yeah, but like if Rockstar do it, we won't. We don't. We only want 1% of all the earnings.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the first gen, and the following 10 years, we want 50%. But that's something else. Hashtag DJ. Oh my god. What game are you looking forward to this year? I'm looking forward to The Witcher 3.
Honestly,
Comes out my birthday.
Yeah.
More than games. Yeah.
You're looking forward to movies? What kind of movies?
I'm looking forward to the new James Bond.
Oh yeah, Spectre.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a ton of new movies coming out this year.
There are a fuck ton, a metric fuck.
There's a new Star Wars.
I am looking
Yeah.
forward to that as well.
Yeah, that's true.
It's got a good chance of being shit, but
Yeah, but it's also got a good chance of being good
yeah.
because it's not directed by George Lucas or Michael Bay. That's like fucking amazing already.
Yeah.
I'll be satisfied as long as it's not shit.
As long as it's
Mediocre.
not a Phantom Menace, then we're fine.
Yeah. If it's not shit, if it's like mediocre, fine.
The thing is, the way that they did the trailer is like exactly how they should do a trailer.
Yeah.
They revealed 0% of the story, showed us 100% Star Wars.
100% black guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Except for like the woman who wasn't black. But let's not get into that.
Yeah.
And like the
Or a guy, actually.
the rogue squadron.
And medieval style lightsabers.
Yeah.
I can't believe that sparks so much of a debate, but it just looks so fucking badass. So
Right. We have got a couple of questions in chat. The first one is, let me just find it. From the Face Man.
fucking Stisfra.
Yeah, I know. Right.
fucking.
I
I've got a few questions in the chat. Oh wait, no, it's just Stisfra being a cunt.
Right. The first one is from the Face Man, and
Nearly
he
there.
asks, "What do we want to add to Attila? What does the game miss that we want it to have?"
Oh fuck! See, the thing is, I don't think it's missing anything. I just think
Tanks.
attack helicopters.
Actually, no, that is no. Okay. Fuck off, right? I'll say my thing, then you can say what the fuck you want. All right? This is not a democracy.
Oh.
I think they should before adding anything, they should fix morale or make it less like steep. If you lose your general, you don't lose your army.
Yeah.
Also, they should fix cavalry archers and make them less fucking OP. Then, if they're going to add something, they should add Eastern factions. And I think other than that, Attila had a lot of really, really good stuff that I think works so well. And I think it's a brilliant game. If they fix those annoyances, the game will be perfect, in my opinion. I actually do think that. The only thing is the annoyances are so constant that it makes the game feel really, really hard to keep playing constantly because it's just always the same bugs, always the same annoyances of like, for example, your general dies in like the first 2 seconds of combat, even though the enemy general's been in there for the past 5 minutes and doesn't die. Or like the enemy artillery kills like your defense towers in 2 shots, whilst yours always miss.
Yeah.
It's those kind of things that really need to be changed so that the game becomes more bearable to play continuously for long periods of time, but at the same time, you know, it's still playable and it's a fun game. It just needs to be tweaked.
Yeah, and yeah, my like largest problem with it is really the fact that in some circumstances, and I saw it on Dragonheart's video also, that, well, I didn't see that. I kind of saw that, but like just the formations, they have a tendency to break up. And when you defend a settlement, you really want the defensive formation to like stay there, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's not always the case. I've had multiple instances of me cursing quite harshly at the game for breaking up my formation and basically screwing me for a battle. That's my biggest problem with how the game works currently.
Yeah.
What about you, Daimyo?
I want to see how overpowered the mouse would be.
No. Rata all the way.
I want to see the arrow. I want to hear the crew when 1,000 arrows hit it.
I want to see what happens to the fucking to Attila's fucking Hunnic army if I roll my tanks all over them. Let's see if they can dodge fucking shells.
God.
Yeah.
Let's see if let's see if these onagers can do something with their explosive shells now. Wankers. What's that? Do you have 2 penetration? That's right. That's what I thought. My T1 Cunningham could kill you.
Oh snap.
World of Tanks, shots fired.
Right, there's another question from Kasam, and he asks, are we bored of Attila, or has it lost our attention, etc.? For him, it already has.
Well, I've only just started playing it, so... Yay!
Before we go on to that, listen, Damien, have you enjoyed your time with it so far?
From the failing I've had, yeah.
Sure.
I'm still going to go back to Rome 2, even though I hated it, but I'm starting to love it.
Okay, that was it. Because, you could have explained it a bit longer. But the thing is, Damien bought Attila. When did you buy it? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago?
I bought it as my computer broke.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It didn't break your computer, did it?
No. Yeah, no, but the thing is, Damien's been playing a lot of Rome 2 lately, and so have I. And I think I agree with Damien in the fact that I think Rome 2 right now is better than... Yeah, it's better than Attila is right now. But the thing is, Attila is literally 2 months from out of release, and Rome 2 is like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So Attila has so much potential. In my opinion, in its current state, Attila hasn't... It's lost its magic of being amazing release, and it's definitely not as good. Like, I don't enjoy it as much now as I did in the first 2 weeks of it being released. But I still like the game, like, quite a lot. And playing it in co-op with you guys is one of the funnest times I get for playing a Total War game. It's so fun to play online.
Yeah, I'm the same.
But it's just like, it's just the AI and all that. It's just the small nuances that I talked about that I think need to be improved that really make the game less fun. But it's a good game. You can't fault the game in how good it is. That said, I do like, before I wasn't sure in where it, because it's still in my top 3 in my opinion, but I do think that it's definitely the third of the top 3. It's no longer contesting that second slot. But that's right now. I think if it'll be improved, it's got a very big potential of getting that. But I don't know what CA wants to do with it, because they don't seem to be doing. Because with Rome 2, they wanted to patch it and fix it because they knew it was wrong. But they wanted it fixed, and we knew that. Here, it seems like we don't know what the fuck they want to do with the game. It's like they're not even touching. It's just like, oh yeah, have some DLC. Oh yeah, have some DLC. Oh yeah, have some DLC. It's like, when do we get a patch that actually balances things out?
Yeah.
Dragonheart's overpowered cavalry, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
the thing that really put me off the game, the other of well, I was gonna say the other stuff that turned me onto the game, but I don't know if that is the correct way to say that. But I'm foreign. I have an excuse. But yeah, the thing that really makes it tough for me is the fact that it's really hard to expand, and it's really hard to. You really need to take your time to stabilize things, and you really need to take a lot of time to get everything under control before you can move out. At least on higher difficulties, not on the highest of difficulties, but still on the higher.
Another thing that really pisses me off is the way hordes work in the AI. For the AI, when they attack you, they don't take your settlements.
Yeah.
And then they just wait around for you to kill them.
Yeah.
And then they just get these massive. Oh, they're just dumb. They're just really, really dumb. And I don't think it's like the AI wants to be a horde, and they try to be a horde more than try to survive or expand.
Yeah.
Which means that you
that
can't counter it. You can't counter someone who wants to become self-destructing, because it's just really dumb.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like the fucking, in my campaign right now, the Huns have gone all the way to fucking Spain and now on the way back and wage war on me and haven't attacked me, and they just stand there. And it's the same with I've got a faction that right next to me. I've got one settlement, and they've got 2 massive stacks next to my capital, but they're just standing there. They're not doing anything. They're just standing there doing fuck all. And it's like, why haven't you attacked me? I'm weak as fuck, and you're not attacking me. And it's just, I don't know. They need to sort out that AI.
Yeah, they do. Another thing which annoys me, which happened in our co-op campaign, and it was actually part 7 of the co-op campaign, and that was when we had that battle, and the Romans attacked me, and we actually had the withdraw option. So we both agreed it would be stupid to fight because we're outnumbered. I've got a depleted army, and the options there. There was no decision to withdraw. We withdrew, and then all of a sudden, my whole army just got completely annihilated for no reason on the campaign map, and that was actually a game over for me because I had no other army.
It was.
It's
and
game
we,
over.
like, both of us were really, really like pissed off at that.
Yeah, because the campaign couldn't continue.
And it was, so we decided let's because at that point we were like, well, we could have carried on with just me and Dragonheart's 4 units, but where would that would not lead to a fun campaign to watch firstly, or even to play. So we decided, well, fuck it, we'll just do a troll campaign instead. So we're playing on like easy difficulty as the Vandals and the Jutes. It's pretty funny. Yeah, but it's even so. It's like if there were more, like we were thinking, like, well, why, like we should do this. We were trying to think of co-op combinations, and there's not that many in the base game without DLC,
especially in the East.
I thought about this, and we talked about this as well for upcoming stuff, which I don't think is secret anymore.
No,
but I don't think we really
getting married now.
He's moving to Norway, is becoming a Viking, and being angry at CA for not including Norway in the base game. Not the base game even, but never mind. But I try to think, like, what's reasonable? You want like factions that are kind of far apart, but still relatively close to each other. So really, the choices were kind of like a Viking faction, preferably the Geats and maybe the Franks. That's kind of like a bit close, maybe.
Yeah, they are really
and then you have the massive
like,
empires on the Western and the Eastern. And that makes more sense to do a co-op than a versus, because you are just assaulted from every side in those campaigns. So,
so basically, me and Cicero wanted to do a versus campaign, and through looking at the factions at Attila, we decided we're going to do it on Shogun 2 instead.
Yes.
Because there's just not enough choice to do a versus campaign on it.
Oh.
Which is dumb.
Exactly. You have a much easier way of saying that than me. I have a tendency to stretch it out a bit.
It's alright.
I don't think the Shogun... I've played the Shogun 2 a lot. I don't think the campaign now is very much fun. I think the units are too similar. I think it's...
We're playing for the Samurai, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is very different, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not the same at all.
Some of the mods on there are pretty good.
As Shogun 2 base game, it's very, very different.
Yeah.
You still have kind of the, like... Well, you don't really have the rock, scissors, paper.
No, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I said it wrong twice, I think. But I'm tired. I'm tired as hell. You don't really have that. But you have, like, I don't know. It's a really brutal version of Total War, because everything you do, if you make a slight mistake, then you can have terrible consequences for your army. At least if you do not have a massive advantage on the battle map. But it's not as rock, paper, scissors-y, there we go, as Shogun 2 is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Right. I saw a question earlier, because I think we can move on a bit, from Katushka, which was asking the state of strategy games at the moment, I think. I can't remember where it is, because like there's like dongs all over the place.
I pasted all of them individually.
Where is it?
I can see it.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh my god.
Yes. What does it say? What's the exact wordings?
Hang on. I've gone off it.
Oh yeah, no, actually it's after the dongs.
Yeah, I can see it. It's Face Man. Dongs. Yeah, it's Face Man, I said it.
Oh, it's Face Man.
Yeah, what do you think of strategy games today, good or bad?
Yeah. Right, yeah, who wants to answer that? I've got an answer, but I want to do mine last because I'm sexy.
Okay, I'll start. Strategy games today are not as good as they were a few years ago. I think a few years ago we have what I would call the glory age of strategy, where you had like Rome Total War, Medieval 2, and then
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires, Crusader Kings 2, and they all kind of came, in a very similar kind of time period in the same decade.
Can I just say that Crusader Kings 2 is very, very recent.
Yeah,
It came out 2012.
I
So it
realised
doesn't
that after I
count.
said it.
Yeah,
Still a good game.
You can say things like EU3 and Europa Universalis 3 and Victoria 2 because
Right.
they came out.
Civilization 4 and all of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just feel like now the market's changed too much, and it's not really not really like a strategy anymore. It's kind of more like an RPG in some ways.
Yeah, it's true with like your characters leveling and all that.
Yeah.
It's more focused on RPG. I think that strategy games there is no such thing as a strategy game anymore. It's always it's so different. Like even when you think of RTS, there's only one true RTS left, and that's StarCraft.
Yeah.
And things like Company of Heroes 2 is no longer an RTS in the sense of what a true RTS was, which is building a base and like building all around and stuff, because the buildings are just, there's barely any, and it's all about the units and the action rather than the actual building and managing of your resources and stuff. The only strategy, I think, in my personal opinion, that's actually evolved and got amazing over time is Grand Strategy and Paradox. Basically, they've just improved their Grand Strategy massively. To be honest, I think the Total War hasn't improved on what they like. The step up from Shogun 1 to Rome was so big, and from then they haven't stepped up.
No,
They haven't changed anything.
I agree.
Yeah.
So that's something that they really need to like. I mean, the closest they got to changing it was Empire when they added multiple continents.
And naval
And
combat.
I've not seen that since, and that's not been seen since.
Yeah, exactly. Multiple continents have been and naval combat. Yeah, naval combat has to be said that did change it a lot. But Empire was the closest game they got after Rome to completely changing the face of Rome, but of Total War. Sorry. But apart from that, the only other strategy game I think that has improved every single game that they've released has been the Paradox games, with Crusader Kings 2, then EU4, and now Hearts of Iron 4, which is going to basically just put those two games like down into the water. That's how good it's going to be. So yeah, in my opinion, strategy games, it sucks, but yeah, they are losing their. I think it's because though that the market is getting smaller. Less and less people are buying strategy games.
Yeah, strategy games were really big in the late 90s, and the original Shogun was originally intended to be like a more 3D version of something like Command and Conquer and stuff like that, and then it turned into what it became eventually.
Yeah. Holy shit. Rexasaur's PC has crashed. Uh-oh. Okay, guys. The Rexasaur's PC crashed in the middle of the podcast. Holy shit. It died. Oh my god. Oh, he's calling. How the hell do I answer? That one. Says Paul Bidwar's calling. He won't let me answer. What is this sorcery? Holy shit, it's gone. Wow. I'm on my own. Oh shit. This was unexpected. Let's get Skype back. Time to improvise. Video call. Let's try again. See if we can get them all back. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
So we crashed. Damn shame.
Hello.
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 So, this is just Rexasol. That's not here.
Yeah, currently. I probably got cut off in the middle of what I was saying, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and I
there's
started
that
talking to
earlier.
myself.
Yeah.
We're still live on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, you didn't crash, so you still have the stream.
Crashed.
The live audience. The podcast continues. What were we on about?
We were on about strategy games.
Yeah, that's right.
And overall quality. And I was just mentioning that the Total War originally was like supposed to be not a strategy game like the RTS ripoffs, which basically was how it was in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Like ripoffs aren't a new thing by far. But yeah, that was really not really a point, more like a trivia thing.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I think strategy games, like I was saying earlier, they've become a bit more RPG in the way they are presented, and I don't really like that. I mean, with strategy games like Crusader Kings 2, it's the sort of thing where you throw yourself into it and you play multiple hours building up your empire just to see it crumble. You know, so that's what it's about. And now, like with Total War as an example, it's been sucked dry. There's so much, in the game that...
I'm back.
Oh, shit, he's back.
Fuck! Go away.
Oh no!
Sorry for crashing.
That's okay.
Oh no! Disconnect!
Hide!
If you can bring your webcam back.
Either way.
Yeah, I will now. Give me a
Okay.
sec. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. I'm back. I'm
Okay,
back.
that's-
I'm back.
There we go.
There we go. Should be fine now. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm here.
Hey, I can see his head.
Good stuff.
Oh, the podcast is still continuing, by the way.
Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'd like to apologise to everyone who's watching because I'm an idiot. No, I don't know. My PC just randomly crashes at random moments. I need to fix it when I get back into Britain. But yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Strategy games.
Oh yeah.
I did talk to myself about for a few minutes about like where I want to see Total War go in the future, and
Okay. Cool.
then I realised I was all by myself, and then sort of
Yeah,
shut up.
I was talking to myself about strategy
I'm-
games in the late 90s.
I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah,
Screw
and this is
you.
the problem of me hosting. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Oh well.
Anyway, right. Do you want to? Yeah, just let's move on. Unless you still have stuff to say about strategy. If people want to say, like, if Daimyo wants to talk about the future of Total War, or is this for everyone to continue what you were talking? Unless you've already been through
No,
what I was dying.
I was talking about what I was going to say before you reconnected. So
Oh, okay, cool. Fair enough. What about you, Daimyo? Future of Total War.
I was just going to ask what people wanted to see from the next Total War game in a few
Warhammer.
months. Yes, we knew that. But I mean, like,
I want to see Warhammer.
other people.
The thing is,
I-
like, when I was talking about how Empire was like a massive step up, Warhammer would be a completely new direction for Create Assembly. I think they could really fix it, like not fix it, but change it and make it really new. The ability of having like spell powers and stuff, or like, I don't know, it would be so different.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
But yeah, if we talk in terms of like actual periods of history, then I would like to see a grand version of Victorian times.
Oh
basically.
yes, that's what I was wanting to see.
So Fall of the Samurai just on a maybe not a global, but at least European and
Yeah,
maybe North American.
I want to see like a whole world conquest of that. Just like
Yeah,
being able
but
to
basically
conquer the entire world.
Empire Total War, but late 18th century.
Yeah,
Basically Victoria 2, but Total War.
Yeah,
Empire
Victoria Total War, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's. I think that will help with the game as well.
Yeah, that's basically
think-
what came between. I'm sorry, between Napoleon and the First World War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
in the
that
Total
period.
War genre, basically, with
Yeah.
and having that with multiple continents, because then you could go into colonizing and fucking so much potential.
Yeah,
I don't
Which
think
is
they'll
something
be able
that-
to go. I don't think they'll
think
be
the
able to go into
second
World War One, World War Two.
No,
Because,
I think-
definitely not.
I think
It
the
will
second you get into like World War One, and the second you leave the formation attacks, that's when Total War just ends. So I think you are like
There's
at
no point.
extremes already. Like
Yeah,
the only
you-
thing
yeah.
you can really do is
Or
like
just
early
I
Egypt.
think
it just turns
the
into
gun-
Company of Heroes then.
Yeah, exactly. Which is fine.
Yeah,
If
it's,
you want a Company of Heroes game,
Yeah.
but if you want a total
But-
war game, you want your formation.
But yeah, I think they do need to explore other periods of history. Like if they explored like even further back than Rome, so things like ancient Egypt or like the Assyrians or things like that, because that period of time was just like massive and had so many wars and stuff. It was small, and people were like, it would be very much Rome based in the same way that like it was people with bows and arrows and chariots and stuff, but it was still like a massive thing like that happened. I also think they should do more to do with the period. Like I don't know, they just need another medieval. I think
Yeah, I'd like that.
like that sounds dumb to say, but they do need to remake medieval because they got so much potential with it.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, voice crack again. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
I must really agree with that.
Mamma mia!
yeah.
Dude, I'm
No,
not
I
Italian.
saw before crashing. I saw a question from Kazan asking about RPGs and if we played them and what one we really liked, and then there was a little chat about Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
Yeah, but Mass Effect, is it really an RPG?
Technically,
Yeah,
you know,
it's called-
actually, no, like I don't know. Do you count? I guess you have to.
The thing is,
Mount and Blade.
BioWare make really good
Mount and
squad
Blade.
based. Mount
Yeah.
and Blade.
Yeah.
That's an RPG. I love Mount and Blade Warband.
Me too.
Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim.
Never played that.
Well,
You've
you
not
should.
played
I
Skyrim?
spent
No,
my
I know very much about Skyrim, but I haven't played it.
I played too much of Skyrim. Actually, that's a lie. I haven't played enough Skyrim. I haven't got 100% achievements. Haven't played enough.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's just so good.
It's one of the best moddable games
I was
ever.
just going on about Warhammer DLC.
I've started something. Skaven DLC.
Caveman Total War.
That'd be quite
You
good.
don't get formation. Yeah, but there's no formation attacks. It would literally
Dinosaur
be like,
attack.
There's no formation attacks now, if we're being honest.
no, that's true. It's because
Dinosaur
I think
charge.
no. You know what they should do? Creative Assembly, between Attila and Warhammer, need to remake the engine. In my opinion, they need to either change it or make a new version of it, but they just do because it's ridiculous. Like there's no formation attacks because the engine cannot support it, so they need to remake their engine. It's a really nice engine, but they need to remake it because otherwise it doesn't work and it's ruining the game.
Yeah.
Because I think that, personally, I think that Attila and Rome 2 would have been so much better if they could have got their formation attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we... Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go back to RPGs. BioWare. They make really good RPGs. Squad-based,
Yes.
Mass Effect, Dragon Age,
Yeah, Dragon Age. Yeah.
all the good stuff. What's your favorite RPG game that you've ever played? That isn't Pokemon. It's not.
Damn it.
Yeah. That was my answer as well.
No, the ones I said, really. Like either Mass Effect 2 or Mountain Blade Warband. Just, I can't remember. I don't think I played that many RPGs, really.
Fuck timed out Katushka.
That I did.
Why?
But he is allowed to speak again.
All right.
He
He
said
was a
something
naughty
like,
boy.
it said something like, who let the girl in?
You let the little girl in here.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
Hi!
All right. Okay, that makes sense. You can't time him out for that. That's like a really good banter there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Fucking,
time now.
you're gonna lose your moderator status for that. Dragonheart actually encourages that kind of commenting on his channel.
I timed it out for 1 second.
Yeah, I know.
So just remove the comment. Just a jest. Calm down.
If Warhammer is announced, by the way, as being true, I am going to do like the Warhammer lore, Total War Warhammer lore series, so people actually understand the lore, because the lore is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea.
Because a lot of people like have no idea, like, oh, it's gonna be shit because everyone fucking hates Warhammer, because like, oh, fucking Warhammer's geeky and shit. But in a Warhammer, like in a fucking Total War game, would be fucking fantastic, because it's literally it's just as complex as the real like France versus Britain versus fucking Germany and all that kind of shit. It's so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry about that. I just love Warhammer so much. Plus, I haven't played it, like the tabletop game, in like 9 months, and I miss it so much. I get like goosebumps for some reason. I don't know. I fap over it. There we go. I've said it. Kill me now.
End the podcast. End it now.
So apparently, if Warhammer is announced, then Kazam will strip naked and then do something.
Oh, me and Kazam should do like a co-op campaign. That's happening. If Warhammer is announced, me and Kazam do a co-op campaign. Or a versus. Good versus evil. Skaven versus whatever you want to do.
Kazam, where will you strip naked? Just in your room, all by yourself?
In my room? All by myself? What?
All by myself.
Can I
No, we're
stuff
gonna get taken
money
down.
into your underwear?
You can stuff money whenever.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't even have to ask. You can stuff your hands down my underwear, and if there's money, I will like not ask any questions.
You're gonna regret that
I
when
will.
you see me.
Just to make the sound bottle.
Oh my god. There's something that I want to see in the next Total War game, and that would be like more than there'd be more than 2 player supported campaigns.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. The only problem with that is that just the percentage of people actually using that, and that makes it so that that's not really their priority whatsoever. It's really, I don't know.
The birds.
Yeah,
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Well,
Do you know why no one uses that? Do you know why no one does co-op campaigns?
Because it's
Because there's only fucking 2 player support. If it was more people would
Yeah.
use it.
It's like in Rome Total War, you could have free-for-alls. That's
Yeah.
gone. That's no longer existing.
Yeah.
You can even have like multiplayer battles where, like we did earlier, when it's 2 against 2. So why can't you have more than 2 players in an actual co-op
Yeah,
campaign?
why can't? Because even in Rome and Medieval 2, you could do 2v2 v2 v2. Why can't you do that? That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's so easy to like implement as well. It's just like, oh well, this player is allied with this player is allied with this player, and there we go. And the other 2 players are allies with them, but not with these 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking lazy cunts. That's what it is.
It is. Stop adding stupid numbers to that money bag on the left-hand side of a tiller and work on the fucking online, you stupid bastards.
Unless you have online DLC.
Oh god, here we go. Oh yeah, if you want to play a co-op campaign with more than 2 players, you gotta pay $5.99.
Oh my god.
Now, don't give them ideas. God,
No, what have we done? Hashtag GTA Damascus.
Where did that come from? I know it's your
Like,
thing, but
what DJ Damascus? What
Yeah.
did it come? It came it came
Podcast.
from Biscuits Total War.
In the podcast,
because,
yeah.
Because it came from the podcast. Because when we were doing it with Biscuits, we were talking about games that we really liked, and we were talking about GTA. No, by Assassin's Creed, and because we're like me and Dragonheart know a lot, and Biscuits knows nothing. He thought, oh yeah, I just thought Assassin's Creed was basically just like GTA, but set in like Damascus. So we're like, that is happening. That GTA Damascus is happening. Oh man,
That's what I felt like it was.
because I was like,
GTA
£100
Crusaders.
co-op DLC. GTA
GTA
Crusaders.
Crusaders.
It would be so cool. Like, because GTA has sort of veered, hasn't it, towards the future. But, like, now that they're on present time. Because before, like, GTA San Andreas was, like, 80s.
Crusader hookers.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I've had enough. Someone killed Amy.
My God.
Oh, my God.
I think I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, like Vice City was in the 80s, I think.
Yeah, Vice City was in the 80s.
San Andreas early 90s.
San Andreas in
yeah.
the 90s. GTA 4 was kind of early 2000s, and now GTA 5 is 2050. You know, it's literally current times and stuff with current cars, the iPhones, selfies, all that fun stuff. If they continue that, the next one's going to be in like 10 years. But will the future really change as much? Like,
No.
It doesn't look like the
Hoverboards.
future's really going. Like, yeah, well, woo, great, fucking woo. No. I was going to say Saints Row has fucking flying presidents. That's, you know, it's that kind of shit. If you're going to have whatever, I think they should go towards the past. Like, have a GTA set in Victorian era. Basically, do Assassin's Creed, but GTA style, because fucking Assassin's Creed can't even do it now. All right, just
Yeah.
do fucking GTA GTA London 1820. Have someone like
Go.
GTAing
Go,
a fucking
Give me
horse
your
and cart
carriage.
and like trying to like kill the queen and hide and do the fucking. You could do the great train robbery. How fucking awesome would that be? I'm sorry.
Although the Great Train Robbery was.
Yeah, I know it was in the.
60s.
I know. Shut. I'm just no, but I know it's things like that that like would be cool.
Yeah.
What time
Yeah.
traveling?
Time
bicycles?
traveling GTA. GTA Damascus. Okay, that's what it's gonna be called.
Oh,
Oh,
the Damascus.
My rant is done.
Oh, that was a rant. Oh,
Oh, Kazam has an idea. Maybe. I don't know. But what are you saying now about Timber? It would be cool if on Total War Games they had some sort of clan system for online. So like you could form your clan and then get like into leaderboards and matchmaking and like have a clan leaderboard.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Even that would be better than the fucking bare bones that it has. Because fucking Shogun 2 had that.
yeah.
I miss Shogun 2.
Yeah, I miss the. Well, I miss multiplayer like actually meaning something. It didn't mean much, but it meant something. And
I
don't
played
know.
more multiplayer on Shogun 2 than single player.
Yeah, I have. It's the game I have most hours on in the Total War series, and I became a girl again there. I have 1,329 hours played. I bet you that at least 800 of those hours are multiplayer. I can't say the same for any, not even close to any other Total War games.
Yeah.
There are Total War games that I don't even have like 800 hours on. Well, I guess that's not too weird. But yeah. An engaging multiplayer. That's my point.
Yes, it's true. No, you're totally right. It's something that Total War misses, like, completely. Oh, man, we have ranted a lot about Total War today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we love it. The other thing is because we love it so much that we rant so much about it.
Yeah. I think it's just
Yeah.
built up from all the frustration of it as well, like the DLC announcements and stuff.
God damn it, I'm not getting enough sex.
Faceman saying.
you need a hand.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Faceman is saying, wouldn't it be cool if you could do co-op and you and like 3 others control the same country?
Yeah.
With sex.
Bloody tank.
Oh, shut up now.
But yeah, like say if all of you, or say if we play a game, for example, of Napoleon,
Right.
and we do Napoleon's campaign, and we all control one army.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So,
or say if you do like a triumvirate campaign in Rome 2, and all 3 of you are like each member of the triumvirate, but you're there like, or maybe the first triumvirate, fuck it, the one that's less strong and less civil war based.
yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it would be cool like that, like working together in a kind of thing, or like even say you're playing the first Rome Total War, and one of you's playing the Julii, the other one Brutii, and the other the Scipii.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because that would be cool, wouldn't it? Things like that working together. So, of course, on like versus, it would be kind of different. Although on versus, it'd be fucking awesome if you were like the 3, like say you buy the fucking Vikings culture pack, and then 3 of you are the 3 different Vikings, and your task is to like not only defeat all of you, but to like expand more than the other person.
Yeah,
I think it would be cool.
I agree. It would be cool.
Rex, do I play Hearthstone? Yes, I do. Or any other card games. I play Pokemon. I don't
You'll play the game of Thrones.
I collect Pokemon cards. I don't play them.
Yeah.
You play the Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones?
I love
No,
Game
I
of
just
Thrones.
Play
read.
the game.
I just read the Game of Thrones.
Oh.
I'm like book 3 now.
I watch the Game of Thrones.
So you don't
Yeah, I
want to
do
be
that
the
as
king.
well.
I do both.
I want to be the hand of the king.
These are so easy.
Well, imagine all the things you'll be able to do if you're in the hand of the king. Like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
die horribly. In
yeah, I
various
mean, like
ways.
if you're the actual hand of the king, you'll be able to like. Do
Yeah,
things.
you need a hand.
I do need a hand. Oh, I'm a lunatic.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh, who fucking Katushka. He wrote something in chat, so my scrolling up just like fucked up my scrolling up. Okay, I think this is a really good place to like end the podcast, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
we're
the hand of the king.
all suitably tired. I think Daimyo might just wreck the rest of this podcast. So
People come for Daimyo, people stay for Daimyo.
Or people leave.
people
for that.
definitely come for Daimyo, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
This is definitely going on Rex's channel.
God. Oh, I know, because I crashed. I now have no recording of the podcast.
Yeah, it's me again.
Unless you want to like record it and then like upload it to my channel for no reason.
No.
You could like
Yeah.
do the same that you did with me and upload like 6 hours of just talking.
Yeah.
And it don't make it any sense because the chat isn't there.
That's what it pretty much was, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It was me, Stisra, Dragonheart, and Watch of Leash with Dragonheart Watch Leash in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that time, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, thank you very much for watching the podcast. Well, thank you, Stisra, for joining us
Yeah.
and your hair.
And
Joining us as
suffering
well.
with my lunacy.
Thank you, Daimyo, as well, for
Thank you for being
joining
invited.
us. Thank you for joining us and keeping it alive and and for the clapping and for the and Andy with your clapping. And me and Dragonheart will try and make these much more regular than they have been. It's just we're all really busy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully, subscribe to all our channels.
Yeah.
Channels
Not
links in the
mine.
description
Don't
below.
subscribe to
Join
mine.
our live streams when we podcast, so you can chat. Thank you to Katushka, to Kasam, to Faceman, and to everyone else who's been here asking us questions and just commenting and having a laugh.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, I'm gonna let
Subscribe to
Dragon
mine.
sign us off.
Don't be silly.
Yep. So thank you everyone that has watched, taken part in this stream tonight, and also if you watch on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. I will be posting links to everybody's channel in the chat. If you haven't checked out, definitely check it out. And until next time, goodbye.